think he was teaching us how to shape an array.
Okay. So what did he say? Say, I believe he said we'll continue from pandas today, right?
No, today he was saying whether we are continuing. Is it pandas or something that is in again?
Okay, it's pandas. We'll start pandas today. So let us start the class.
The inverter as well.
At any point you lose, at any point you guys stop hearing me, let me know because the network is seemingly
Yeah, the network. Today's network is really bad.
the network
I said
is
the
going on
network is
back and
bad.
forth.
It's fluctuating up and on.
So if you stop hearing me, let me know. Can you see my screen? Can you see my screen?
No, the network left it zero. Mm, bad.
So, hello everyone. Mrs. Abigail, you're welcome to class. Mr. Sonto, you're welcome to class.
Good
So,
evening, sir.
I hope you guys are fine today.
Yes, we are fine, sir.
So, we are going to continue from pandas, and which is the beginning of data analysis. So, Instructor Savior is having network issue, and which I'm going to start the class. Okay, so just wait for a few minutes, which I will share my screen. Okay.
All right, sir.
Can you hear me? So Abigail, can you hear me now clearly?
Yes, I can hear you clearly, sir.
So can you see my screen?
Yes, I can see your screen, so.
So now we are going to first of all know what is pandas, and pandas is a data analysis tools which we are going to use to analyze data. Is a
So
hello, hello, Savior, hello, Savior. So Savior is having network issues. So please, you can mute. So Abigail and Sonto, Pandas is a data analysis tools, which is a um, library from Python. It's a library from Python. So we are going to work on pandas, and we are going to use matplots, and also we are going to use Seaborn to visualize our data. So we are going to see the step to follow a minute so that I can um, arrange my data set. Okay, few minutes. I'll get back to you. So you can speak.
All right. Good evening.
Good evening.
I just want to ask. You said we are using mat plot and what?
Yeah, good evening.
So we are using, first of all, you have to know what we are using for this data analysis. We are using pandas library, matplotlib, and seaborn for this data analysis course. Okay, so
Okay.
I I believe we have learnt about Python. It will not be difficult for us. So just take notes. We are using pandas, matplotlib, and seaborn to visualize our data. Okay, Abigail, hello,
I can hear
Abigail.
you. I can hear you,
Can
I
you
can hear you,
share
sir.
your Can you share your screen?
I'm using my phone tonight.
You are using your phone. Okay, no problem, no problem. So
I was on my
it's just,
laptop, but with power outage, so I just
so
power.
Savior, are you using your laptop?
Hello, sir.
Are you using your
Yes, sure. I'm
laptop?
using my laptop.
I think you were having network issues.
Yes, I'm using my laptop. I'm using my.
Yes.
Yes,
Sonto, are you with your
I
laptop?
I did what you said.
No, I'm not using my laptop.
You are not using your laptop. Okay. Do you know why I'm asking? Um, I just want you
No.
guys to. I'm just wanting you guys to know that this class is a practical class, and I expect you to take your laptop along with you today. But since you guys are not with your laptop, so we are going to work on it. Then you can review your class on the YouTube channel. Okay. So, Instructor Savior,
Sir,
Instructor Savior, I think I will have to take
sir,
this
I'm
class.
here.
Okay. I think I will have to take this class. Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
okay,
Hope
okay,
you are
sir.
fine, but I want you to stay here in this class. Okay.
All right. Yes, I'll
So
attend the class.
we are going to connect our uh, we are going to connect our Google Colab. So I saw some persons who just joined. Bolari, can you unmute your mic and speak? So I just want to hear from you if you are with us.
Yeah, I'm definitely with you. Good evening.
Good evening. Thank you for joining today. I believe you see how the class is going, and I want you to know that your class or your training will be scheduled to hold on the 29th. So stay tuned. Feel free to always join the class, okay?
Okay, no problem. Thank you very much.
So kindly unmute your mic. Kindly mute your mic. So I've connect our Google Colab. Then I want to load my data set. So first of all, I'm not going to into loading of data set first, but I'm going to teach you the basic step of pandas before loading data set. Okay. Now I'm going to import pandas. I'm going to import pandas. How are we going to import pandas? I believe you know how to import NumPy. So the same way you import NumPy is the same way you import your pandas. So we are going to do it like this. Import pandas. We are going to say import pandas as PD. We are going to import NumPy as MP, and we are going to import matplotlib as LP, and we are going to import Seaborn as SNS. Okay, so um, first of all, we are going to import our library. And when we import our library, we are not going to analyze data first, but I'm going to take you to the basic steps of how you can use pandas, okay? I'm going to take you to the basic step on how you can use pandas before we start analyzing our data. Okay, first of all, let me load my data set. So I have a data set in my Google folder, and which I'm going to import. So for me to import it, please follow the basic step I want to go through. So always try to note and jot whatever I do in this class. So I'm going to the Google Colab, and I'm going to my drive. Then I'm going to upload it here. Now, for me to upload it, watch me and see how I can upload it. Look my the direction icon and also flow along with me. Now, I have to connect my Google Drive. I believe you are seeing. I believe you've seen what I just did and where I went through. I want to hear from you if you see it.
Yeah, sure now.
No, sir.
Okay, you cannot see what I just did.
I'm not too sure. I think you used the icon by your left, but I'm not very sure.
Okay, now watch me again. I come to this side. Look at it. So let me zoom back for you to see. Look at this icon. Did you see my direction icon?
Yes.
I click it and I click here. I am mounting my Google Drive. So I want to connect my Google Drive because that is where I save my data set. So I
Okay.
have to connect it. For me to connect it, I have to go to folder, then click on and connect. It will connect it for me. It will connect it for me. So now my Google Drive is mounted already. And look at my Google Drive and look at the gig I have in my Google Drive. I believe you've seen what I've done.
Yes, sir.
Now, so and I'm going to my drive. Look at my drive here. I'm going to my drive. So this is my drive. Inside my drive, I'm going to pick a student data set. So for me, how am I going to pick a student data type? I have to copy the parts. And I don't know if you understand the meaning of parts, five parts. If you understand the meaning of five parts, can you unmute your mic and explain for us? Huh? Hello? Hello? Do you understand the five parts? Five parts. If you understand, unmute your
So should
mic.
I explain it?
No, I want them to
Should I
explain.
explain it? Okay.
No,
Okay.
I want them to explain if they understand. Hello?
I think that the five parts is like the where the document is actually located, if it's in a folder, and then how you get to it. That's what I think. So
Okay, good. A file path is a link that will direct you to the file, the original file. Okay, okay. So now I want to create a variable called df. df, then I'm going to say pd. So I hope you understand what I explained. So I will like you to always uh, reply to my response to my questions I ask in class. I don't want you to mute in this class, okay? Please, I want this class to be interactive.
Okay.
So first of all, I declare a variable called df. Now df is equal to pd.read. Now pd.read read. Now my file is CSV. And just like the way you have PDF, you have Excel, uh, you have HTML, and all that. So this file is an Excel file, which is CSV. So I'm connecting my CSV file. So for us to connect it, I'm going to say df is equal to pd.read CSV file. Now I have to paste the part which the CSV file is. Now I'm going to run it. Okay, I'm going to run it. So now, okay, I think I'm having an error here. So First of all, my file path is not connected very well and something is missing. That's why it gave me an error. I want you to note when you come across this error, I want you to take note. The problem is I did not attach a string to it. I believe you all know what is string. I know you understand what the meaning of string in Python. So we have gone far in Python. So I don't expect you not to know what is string. So this is how I can able to debug this error. I have to include my string and also include my string. Then I can run it and it will load my file. So my data set is well connected. Now my data set is well connected. Well connected. Okay, first of all, in data analysis, we have the head and the tail. We have the head and the tail. The head is the first items, while the tail is the last item. The head is the first items, while the tail is the last item. So I want you to unmute your mic and or you indicate if you understand what I just explained.
I do, sir.
So to you
Same here.
understand? Okay. Now we have the head and the tail. So in that data set, I want to load the first five item. The first five item. I want to load the first five item. The first five item. Now, for us to load the first five item, now I'm going to call my df dot dot head. Now inside that head, I'm going to pass in I'm going to pass in 5 as the parameter. 5. So automatically the first 5 item will be displayed for us. Now look at it. This is the first 5 item of the data set. Did you see the data?
Yes, sir.
Good. This is the data set from a student's performance, which a school provides for us and which we are going to analyze for us. It's a CSV file, it's an Excel file. It's an Excel file. I want you to know it's an Excel file. Okay, now let me display this data set on an Excel so that you guys will be convinced. Okay, will be convinced about this and you will not think that is a Python program or it is a it's not an Excel program. So let me display it on an Excel for you to see. Okay. So you have to wait for a minute so that I can display it for you. Okay. So I'll share my file to I want to share my screen to my file of Excel, and I believe you are seeing my screen now. I believe you are seeing my screen.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. This is the file we just loaded on Google Colab. Are you seeing it? Is the real file is the original file, and I want you to understand that Excel can also be run using Python program. So we just run it on our Google Colab, which we are going to analyze. So before we analyze, we are going to see the syntax of pandas. We are going to see the various syntax of pandas and of pandas in analyzing data. Okay. So let me share my screen back to Google Colab. So far, I believe you understand what I have been explaining. I want everybody to be carried along. So if you understand, kindly indicate, or you can use your sticker to indicate you are following with the class. Okay. Now, first of all, let's see the tail. Let's see the tail.
Mm,
And what did I tell you about the tail? Who can explain for me? What did I tell you about the tail?
that the tail is
Yeah,
the last
the,
function.
the last five.
Okay. Now let's see the tail. And if you watch it, what is this? What is this? Can you read the number you saw there?
Now they are 99.
999. So these data sets, we have a total number of 1,000 students. A total number of 1,000 students. And these 1,000 students, these are the students in the school. So e gave us 99. Why? Because our data started with an index of 0. So an index of 0 and 99 will give you 1,000, right?
Yes, sir.
Why? Because the index 0 is
Mm,
representing ask 1. Okay? So please, can you try to meet with or tag Mrs. Frances? Because if Mrs. Frances fail to attend this class, automatically I will remove her from this class. Please, I just want you guys to tag Mrs. Frances to join. Or after this class, I'll kick her out from this class because I've took my time from the beginning to the end to make sure that um, you guys acquire the basic knowledge. And I also told her on the chat, but he responded. I don't really know why he's not in class. Okay, so now let's see our head again. Let's see the head again. And this is the head. It started with an index of 0. With an index of 0. And this is the index of 0. This is the index of 0, which is now let us perform some description. So in pandas you can describe your data set. You can describe your data set. Now let's see the description of this data. Let's see. Okay, Mrs. Abigail, what do you understand by description?
description is like giving details about age, maybe sex, color, and all that.
Okay, good. Still the same thing. I believe you explained it very well. And so to take notes and take note of this. Now, let's see the description of this data set. Now, for us to see the description, remember we have our PD dot describe. Describe, we have three or two ways to describe data set. But first of all, let's start from the basic. This is the basic. Now, this is the description. This is the description. And this part focus on the digits, the integer column. The integer columns is skipped the one with the strings, the alphabet is string is skip them and focus on the integers. And this is the number of counts. Okay, Mrs. Abigail, can you explain what you see there, what you understand by this? Can you explain it?
Okay, so I can see count, and then I can see the mean, the standard deviation, the mean. I don't. There's max 25%. So I'm thinking that the count, maybe that's the total number of students. I'm not too
Good,
sure, but then
good,
the
good.
mean.
You are correct. It's the total number of students. Okay, it's the description of this data. The total number of students. Okay, you can continue.
Then the mean is like the median score. They
Yeah.
added all the score for all the students, and then
Yes.
that's the mean. Then the standard deviation. I think standard deviation is like the
This.
degree at the
Yes, the
score
statistics part. Yes.
is away from the mean or so.
Okay, good. Now the minimum, now the score, the minimum number here, the 25% of the minimum, the 50% and 75% maximum and all. So this is just the description. So I believe with this description you understand what we are doing, right?
Yes, sir.
And how do you see this method of analyzing compared to Excel?
Faster.
Good. So Python is faster than Excel, though most times people run from Python because of the coding aspect. But you have to have the foundational knowledge for this course. Did you see why Python is necessary for us to learn it first before we go to the data analysis part, Mrs. Abigail?
Yes, sir.
Good. Now, they have other way to describe. Now, this is the other description. I want to include all the text. I want to include all the data. I want to include both the missing values. I want to see. Now, let's see this. I'm going to say df dot describe describe. Then I'm going to use include, the word include in the parameters. The word include and objects. Now, automatically everything will be included. Everything will be included. Both the object and all will be included. Now, this is a way to include it. And I believe you understand this now.
Yes.
Good. Now, did you see this include gave us the top, the top students and the frequency. So I think when you we are analyzing data, I think this type of describing is not so okay by me. Okay, so let's see this. Or include or. Now let's include or. I think although when you are working with a colon with integer, I want you to always go for the the normal description without anything you any parameters, okay? But when it is necessary, you have to include or use the include or. Now look at it and look at it. So we have all the data sets, including the string and the integers. And Mrs. Abigail,
Yes, sir.
so can you see the difference between the normal one and the other one?
Yes, sir.
Now, if you when you see this NaN means non-values, it converts all the integers, all the string. Look at it, all the string to non-values because it's not a digit. And also when you have missing values, it will still show like this. Okay, it will still show like this. Now I believe you have seen the description. We have described our data. Okay, so now let me take you to the other part. Let's see the information. Now we have information. So now, what do you understand by information when you talk about data? What comes to your mind? S- Sonto, can you explain for us what comes to your mind when you hear information?
So tell us what the data is made up of.
Okay, what the data is made up of. Good. That is what it's all about. And also the information give us everything concerning that particular data, just like the describe. Although information is more important to always describe your data. Okay, information is more important. And we are going to use the info. We have a word called info in pandas. Info. And this is the information of the pan of this data. So Miss Abigail, can you explain for us? Hello, Miss Abigail. Okay, Sonto, can you explain for us? Sonto,
Sorry, I didn't get the question.
can you explain what you see here? What do you understand in this data info?
Okay, it displayed the both the gender, the race,
W-
the
it-
pa- parental level of education,
Okay,
launch.
good. I want you to know that this info display all the columns. It display all the columns, and the columns are the gender, the race and ethnicity, and parental level of education. And when you see the count is 1000, and the data type, you see object are strings, alphabet, and integer. We have the integer of 64 bits, 60 64, yes. So we have the integer and all. So this is how the info works and it's displayed. for us, okay? And Mrs. Abigail is still in class because I think he's having network issue.
I'm
Hello,
here.
Mrs.
No, network is taking me. I'm here, sir.
Okay, good. Now, I believe you understand what we just did here.
Yes, sir. So I cannot see your screen. You guys move. Okay.
You can see it now.
Yes, sir. Yes, I can see now.
Okay, now we just display the information, and this which the information carry out the columns, the total columns, the index number, and the data type. So we are moving now to what again? We want to see we want to see the okay, we have described our data sets. We want to see our empty non-values. Now we are going to see our non-values. We are going to see it now. We are going to say dots. Okay, Mrs. Abigail, you can unmute your mic
Sorry,
and
sir.
speak.
Sorry, sorry, sir. I just wanted to quickly see the code you used to run for the information, sir.
Look at it.
Okay,
Dot
sir.
info.
Yes, sir. I've seen it, sir. I've seen it, sir. Thank you, sir.
Now we are going to say is now. We want to see if there's non-values. Now for us to run, if there is non-value, we are going to say is none dot sum
Thank you.
dot sum.
You
Now
want to cry? Just go to that one. I don't want that cry.
so
Eh?
is none dot sum
You want to?
is none dot sum with automatically sum every non-value. Now it sum everything, meaning there's no non-value in our data set. There's no non-value. So all the datas are correct and there's no empty data in our data set. I believe you understand how I got to this part.
Yes.
So there's no
Sir.
value. So we added everything. Okay. Now we can also use is now. This is now and is none are also the same thing. Okay. So we can also look out for dot count. So let's see the dot count. Let's see dot count. This is a count. It gave us the count of our data, and so we can also see the dot. We can see so many things we learned in Python. Okay, we can see so many things we learned in Python, and so I want us to go further and go into our data analysis part. So I've taken you guys through and I want you to focus. We want to analyze this data. Okay, now let me load our data again. Let me load it and let me see the dot head of 5. So now uh, we have how many columns? Abigail, how many columns do we have here? Is Abigail in class? Hello?
Yes, sorry, sir. I quickly went to drop my daughter.
How many columns?
Sir.
Okay. How many? So, Sonto,
Yes.
How
Eight.
many
Eight.
columns? Eight. Let's count.
Okay,
One,
sir. That's one, two,
one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight.
one, two,
We,
three.
we have eight columns. So there's someone who just joined
Is it eight
us.
or nine? I think it's nine.
Yeah, including the index is nine. Okay, including the index is nine. So Sonto, you are wrong, and it's nine columns. So someone join us, which is fellow. Fellow, hello, can you unmute your mic and speak? I want to hear from you and unmute your mic. Hello, fellow. Okay.
Hello.
Uh,
This child. What babe? Lie down there. On the bed.
hello,
You get up.
fellow. Can you unmute your mic and speak, or I'll kick you out? So try to log in and use the right words to join. Your name, you use the right name to join. Good night. So let's continue. Um, so this is our data. Now, uh, our student data set, and is talking about student performance. And Mrs. Abigail, I want you to answer this question for me. And now, this is the question I want to ask. I want to ask you. In this data set, what column is not necessary for the student performance, which we can drop or we can delete? Then what the columns is not necessary? It's not, we cannot use, it's not, let me say it's not needed.
Uh, maybe the launch column.
Good. Okay, you are correct though, Bolari. You are correct.
Okay.
You are correct. But you have not started your course,
You
and
can delete.
I want you to keep the motivation growing. Okay.
Okay.
And
Okay.
thank you for answering the question. Although we are going to look more
We
on
can
it.
drop their ethnicity,
Okay, ethnicity.
launch, parental
Okay.
level, parental
Per-
level of education too.
Okay, and okay, you said we should delete the parental level, ethnicity, the race, and the test preparation, right? So I want to hear from you before I will answer the question. Abigail, what part do you want us to drop? Just mention the three, the what you mentioned again. Hello, Abigail. Okay, Sonto.
Okay. I think the race, parental level of education, launch, and the test preparation course should be
Okay,
dropped.
launch and test preparation course should be dropped.
Yes. Yes. With race and the parental level of education.
With raise and parental level education. Okay, do you think that the raise is more important?
No, I don't feel like it's important.
Okay. Uh, do you think the parental level is important?
No.
Okay. Miss Abigail,
Yes,
Mrs.
I can hear
Abigail.
you, sir.
Okay, do you think that the
I can hear you, sir.
race?
Network.
Okay, no problem. Do you think that the race and ethnicism is important?
No, sir, it's not. The race, parental level of education, launch, those ones are not important.
uh, Mrs. Abigail Soto and our new aspirants, let's say our new intake, okay? Launch, launch is not important. Parental level of education is not important, but the race slash ethnicity is more important. The text preparation is more important for us. You can ask me why. You
You
don't
said the
drop,
test preparation. Sorry for interrupting, sir.
okay?
You said the test preparation course is important or not important.
It's important.
Why?
You, you can ask me why and
Okay, why?
why? Okay. We have to understand our data sets as a data analyst. We have to understand our data set. Okay, we are dealing on student performance, right?
Oh, yes, okay.
We are dealing on student performance, and we want to know how the student perform. Now, there's a column that talk about student test preparation course. Before a student perform in exam, I think the school also provide tests for them, right?
Yes,
So the test also include their performance. Okay, the test also include their performance. You
yes.
cannot you cannot just go to exam straight without your taking you to test. Okay, during the beginning of the class, I believe you say that instructor Savior always give you guys assignment.
And test, yes.
It's a part of test. Okay, so the column is more important for us. Okay, we are dealing on student performance. So, Mrs. Abigail, did you understand what I just explained? Okay, Mrs. Abigail, I don't know you are having my network issue. Uh, when we could talk about the launch, I think
Yes, I
launch
do.
good. I think that launch is not necessary. We don't need
I can hear you,
launch.
sir. Yes, I do.
No problem. Launch is not necessary for us. It's not important for us. And the parental level, we don't want to know if the uh, parent has higher level of education. No, we as a school we are focusing on our students. We don't need the qualification of the parent, if the parent is a professor or not, or if the parent is a doctor. No, we don't need it. We are focusing on the student. All we need is the student. So we don't need the parental level of education, okay? And the ethnicism slash race. Okay, what do you understand by race and ethnicity? What do you understand by the word ethnicity and race slash race? Abigail. So, Sonto, can you explain for us what do you understand by ethnicism, race, the word race?
The tribe.
Huh?
The tribe of the tribe the person came from.
Okay, now let's see. Ethnicism is not just about we are not talking about the tribe, but we are talking about the group. Group. they belongs to, the race. Okay, in a class, maybe in a class, the teacher want to group each and every one of this. He want to group the students. It's it may group them by alphabets, or alphabetically ordered, or by numbered. But in this school, they grouped by alphabetical order. And also, when we talk about race is just like competition. So the race is competition. So that is why they group the students. So we need the grouping. It is more important in student performance. Okay, Sonto and Abigail. Hello, Sonto. So, hello, can you hear me, Sonto?
Yes, I can hear you. I'm having network issue. I can hear you.
So, I want you guys to flow along, because I want you to understand this part. Now, we are going to, we want to drop this. We want to drop this and this. Now, let's see how we are going to do it. We are going to say df, we are going to create df is equal to df dot drop. We are going to use the word drop. What do we want to drop? We want to drop the raise. Now let me copy this. Let me copy the parental level. Sorry, it's not raise. Parental level of education. So we want to draw the parental level of education. Okay, and I'm coming. Oh, why is it not working? Let's see what is wrong with this. We are supposed to drop it and it's not working for us. So let's see. Let me drop the launch. Let me copy this and I will paste it here. We okay, let me run this. Let me run this again. Oh, the as this is not found. Now include, we are going to say as this of, okay, we are going to use as this to drop. As this is equal to 0. Let's see. True. So, Mrs. Abigail and Sonto, I hope you are back.
Yes,
Yes.
I'm back, sir.
So, this is the code which I just did, just run, and I want to drop the column of launch. Okay, this is the column of launch. So I have already dropped it, and so let's see our let's see the column we dropped, and let's see df. Now we see that our launch have been dropped. I use this I use this code, and I declared a variable called df, and our former